So, they love the high chair. I have long legs. So, is it okay for you if I sit a little bit higher? Okay, thank you.
자, 감사합니다. 다들 잘 아시니까 질의응답으로 진행을 하고요. 부디 좋은 자리니까 좀
기본적인 질문이죠. 일단 오늘 저희 N 브랜드 방향성에 대해 설명해 주셨는데 올해 1월달에 스튜디오부터 양 부회장님 2018년이라고 얘기를 하긴 했는데 본격적인 N 브랜드사의 양산 시스템은 언제쯤으로 계획하고 있고 몇 종이나 좀 그렇게 생각하고 계시는지 전체적으로 설명해 주시죠.
Today you've explained to us about N-brand.
Of our own engines now, the new 3-cylinder 1-liter turbo engine down there. This is our own development. We develop our own double clutch transmissions. So, and we will develop our sub-brand engines. They might be based on a production Hyundai engine, but the development is done in our powertrain center in Namyang.
충분히 가능하다고 봅니다. 지금 저희는
He asked about, is it possible to develop our end cars without collaboration with this engine?
Yes.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
네, 가능하고 저희가 DCT 같은 기술도 자기가 독자적으로 개발하는 등 실력이 충분하기 때문에 자체적으로 충분히 그 기존에 있는 엔진을 개조하는 것이 될 수도 있고 아니면은 N 전용 그 엔진을 개발하는 것이 될 수도 있겠지만 충분히 독자적으로 가능하다고 봅니다.
For comparison test, they are winning or on lap times on the racetrack. So for me, it's hard to tell what is the most successful high performance brand right now.
지금 이 시점에서 이렇게 기준이 어떤 게 될 수 있을지 예를 들어서 얼마나 많은 차를 판매하는지 아니면 테스트에서 좋은 성적을 낸다든지 각각 기준이 다르기 때문에 제가 보기에 어떤 브랜드가 가장 뛰어나다고 말씀드리기 좀 어려울 것 같습니다. And the second question is, how will you develop N sub-brand and how will you differentiate the N sub-brand with other high-performance makers?
Yeah, so the development is quite clear. We already have our high-performance vehicle center in Namyang. So this team is already working for almost 2 years. And we are also building up a team in Rüsselsheim in our European Technology Center for high-performance vehicle development. So, because as you know, N stands for Namyang, but also for Nürburgring. And so in the early stage, most of the engineering will be done in Namyang. But then at a certain point in time, then the tuning of the car, the calibration,
연구소가 이렇게 협업을 통해 가지고 M 브랜드를 개발하고 있고 M 브랜드 차들은 기본적으로 느르부르크링에서 모두 뛰어난 성능을 발휘할 수 있게끔 개발될 예정입니다.
박사님의 유럽 연구소가 있을까요?
현대 N 브랜드를 기아에도 기아 N이라고도 할 수 있는 걸 구상하는지,
그러니까 현대차뿐만 아니라 현대 기아차 M 브랜드라 볼 수 있는 거냐 물어보시면
그렇게 할 계획이 있는지 하나 궁금하고요. 그다음에 BMW에서는 주로 후륜구동차를 베이스로 해서 N 브랜드를 만들었는데 현대자동차는 아무래도 전륜구동차들이 많은데 그 두 간의 차이점에 대해서 좀 알고 싶고요. 그리고
전륜구동과 후륜구동의 차이점을 물어보시죠.
후륜구동은 주로 작업을 하시잖아요. BMW에 쳤을 때. 근데 현대는 아무래도 전륜구동차가 주다 보니까 전륜구동차를 좀 고성능으로 만드셔야 될 텐데 그 차이점.
기아차에 N 브랜드를 적용할 계획이 없습니다.
for Kia now, the expansion of the brand is to create GT line as a first step, and then on top Kia GT, like CGT, Optima GT, but that is not the same level like N sub-brand. The N sub-brand car, they are capable for the racetrack. So the cooling, the brakes, the tires, they are developed that you can drive the car and push hard on the racetrack. The Kia GT level is not like that. It's more focused on everyday driving, but sporty driving character. but not really so much. It's not focused on the racetrack. And the N sub-brand is clearly focused on racetrack, and it is supposed to be robust on the racetrack. You know, here they are. We have a good long-term quality and robust car. We have very good body in white. We are using now a lot of high-strength steel, and that is a very good basis for a high-performance car. And so we make sure that the N car can really be fun to drive it on the racetrack. So you can go to a track day and enjoy the car.
지금 기본적으로 기아차는
To manage, I mean, how could we do that? No, they have to be patient.
지금 말씀하신 거 어떻게 보면 좀 생각하기 어렵고 지금 말씀드릴 수 있는 거는 우리 고객들이 좀 인내를 심을 갖고 기다리셔야 된다는 거.
Right now we are developing. Maybe it's a little bit more intense development. It's more of teamwork approach for the N sub-brand for our first project. But we don't need any extra communications with the top management because we have strong support within our company for the N sub-brand cars. So for me, there's no need to go to chairman or Hyundai CEO and ask for something because everybody is very supportive and we have clear mission and it's just gonna happen, you know. So we do our job and we report like similar like other projects, looking robust product value. And we don't want to change that because the Hyundai is very successful. The base cars are doing very fine. So, and this is why I think it's a good idea to have a sub-brand, to expand the brand with the sub-brand. Then there's no need to change the character of the core base brand. You know, it's a little bit different with Kia. Kia is more sporty, especially in Europe. So in Europe now, Kia is starting GT line and GT. They don't need a sub-brand because Kia in Europe stands for sporty, young, agile brand. So it's natural for Kia to have GT line or GT. For Hyundai, it's not so natural to have a car even on a higher level like the GT for Kia, you know. So, and I think it's a good way to do it this way, to have a sub-brand. And then you don't need to stretch the base brand so much into that area of high performance and racetrack machine, you know. So, and I think it's a good strategy to do it that way. Years with BMW was very successful, very enjoyable. I had a very nice project, but you know, at a certain point of time, I was already for 8 years working at the head of M, and it was always tough fighting to get new M cars going, you know, and then you see Hyundai moving fast, just going, and and I was thinking. Not getting younger, maybe some new challenge, some new adventure could also be good for me. And so when I met the Hyundai people the first time, I felt very comfortable, you know, on the chemistry between my first contact people. I felt very comfortable. The spirit I felt with talking with these people, and then I also had a meeting with Hyundai CEO, and he explained to me how he wants to go into the future with a Hyundai brand and some sporty sub-brand, and how to develop Hyundai into modern premium. And I really liked the way he was telling me about his strategy, how to proceed with Hyundai. That could have been my own words, the way he was talking, you know. And then I thought, hey, maybe this fast-moving Hyundai people, that could be a lot of fun, because I love to do things so fast and not just going in meetings and talking and talking. And there's some culture in Europe, you know, there's a lot of talking and, you know, again and again and discussing and arguing. And here in Hyundai is a different spirit, you know. So we have CEO who has a clear vision, and then we go, and then everybody goes, you know. And it's no reason to argue and to discuss. we just go, and I like this a lot. I can spend much more time with my engineers driving cars than before. You know, before I spent much more time in meetings and arguing about costs and things like that. I mean, and never getting nowhere. No, just discussing back and forth. And at some point, then, I was tired of it, you know. And then, Hyundai came along, and I didn't really think so much about Hyundai at that point of time. So I looked a little bit more closer, and I learned about Korea and the country. And then when I came here the first time, I was really surprised to Seoul. I mean, I didn't expect Seoul to be such a modern, clean city, and Korean people very nice, you know, very polite people. So we feel very comfortable in living in Korea now, my wife and me. And somehow it seems to match, you know.
그 아까 알핀하고 디스커션했던 그 CU가 정성 회장님부터는 그걸 듣다는 거죠?
아니 그게 독일 방식이 그게
독일
독일이
방식.
그런데 그게 싫고 한국이 그냥
아,
이거 딱 정해주고 가자 이게
네.
좋다고
네.
그래가지고
여러 가지 얘기하셨는데요. 일단 31년 동안 BMW에서 근무하는 되게 좋은 시간을 보냈는데 최근 들어서 이제 8년 동안 이제 점점 더 새로운 M카를 만드는 것들이 점점 더 어려워졌습니다. 근데 그러는 와중에 매우 빨리 성장하는 현대차를 만나게 됐고 관심을 갖게 됐습니다. 그리고 처음 현대차 직원을 만났을 때 이야기가 너무너무 잘 되고 현대 CEO를 만났는데 M 브랜드를 어떻게, N서브 브랜드를 어떻게 만들어갈지, 뭐 모던 프리미엄을 어떻게 해서 현대차를 키워나갈지 이런 것들을 얘기하는데 마치 제가 얘기하는 것처럼 너무나 얘기가 잘 맞았습니다. 그래서 조인을 하게 됐고, 과거 독일 기업에서는 어떤 결정이 내려지더라도 계속 뭐 토론하고 논쟁하고 이런 것들이 되게 많았는데 그런 것보다는 현대차 같은 경우는 결정이 내려지면 그 결정에 의해서 열심히 달려가는 모습이 매우 마음에 들었고 그런 점에서 합류하게 됐습니다. 또 한국에 도착해서 보니까 한국이 너무 깨끗하고 뭐 이런 부분들도 사는데 아주 만족스럽습니다.
But then, for me, it was clear when someone said N is for Namyang, and then and also we wonder we have the test. I didn't know there was a test center at the Nürburgring, you know, and then okay, that's. I mean, this is a very strong N. We have Namyang and we have the Nürburgring, you know, and I mean, so that is the ultimate N, you know. So and that is the whole story how we will do N cars. It's Namyang and Nürburgring, so it's a two strong N, and the N is like the chicane, you know, on a Nürburgring, you know. So I think it's a very good sub-brand name to have it N. Some people might make some jokes, you know, but I think has a strength, you know, the N, because there is some substance behind. You know, I mean, we do in this year 24-hour race. I mean, we had the i30 running with a 1.6 turbo. We test our technology in the 24-hour Nürburgring race, and we will continue to do that. So probably next year, 24-hour race, you can find components of our N car in that race car. You know, so this is not just some marketing phrasing. You know, this is our. Is us. Namyang and Nürburgring is our home. The end. You know?
그러니까 처음에 N이란 말을 들었을 때 무슨 아무런 의미가 없었는데 남양과 뉘르부르크링 이런 각각 연구소가 있다 이런 얘기도 듣고 보니까 너무나 적절한 서브 브랜드 이름이 아닌가라는 생각이 들었습니다. 이것이 단순히 마케팅 프레이즈가 아니라 실제로 우리가 i30를 활용해가지고 N 부품들 같은 거를 이제 테스트하고 24시간 테스트를 하고 내고 테스트 등을 하고
내년에 뉘르 24cc 나간다는 말씀 아니세요?
아니요 그 지금
아니에요?
So you're talking about i30 we tested
This year, 24 hours.
올해 24시간 내고 테스트 등을 진행하는 등 실제로 N 브랜드의 그 부품들 같은 경우를 이제 그 뉴욕 브로클링에서 이미 테스트를 하고 있기 때문에 단순히 캐치프레이즈가 아니라 실질적인 의미가 있는 그런 N으로서 되게 브랜드가 되게 마음에 듭니다.
저기 아까 그 할 때는 이 차는 어느 정도 가격 정도 돼야 된다. 그런 거.
So you talked about how Enzo brand will be a car that's also high performance, but at the same time it's affordable. So on the car that will be launched in 2 years from now, so what price range are you thinking?
We cannot talk about this today.
그 부분에 대해서
Two other centers. One is a big testing center for aerodynamics, crash testing, cooling, exterior body parts, interior testing, air conditioning, and so on. So and all the durability testing, which is a key at Hyundai. We have very tight, tough durability requirements, much more challenging than from our competitors. So when we do compare durability testing with competitor cars and Hyundai cars, normally competitor cars they fail ours. So this is a strong area durability, and so this is the biggest center. And then I have another big testing center in my responsibility, and this is for ride and handling, for NVH, noise, vibration, harshness, and for brake development system. And in this center also the tuning is done for RNH, NVH, so a lot of character is created to the car. And yeah, one day I would like to make a really sports car where we can demonstrate all the technological potential that we have within our Hyundai, like fuel cell and hybrid and so on, and to make a real supercar. That is my vision, you know? And put it on the racetrack also.
저희 꿈은 저희 비전은 지금 현대차가 지금 가능한 수많은 기술력이 있고 기술력이 높은 수준이기 때문에 예를 들어서 수소차라든지 하이브리드 이런 기술들이 있는데 이런 기술들을 활용해가지고 레이스트랙에 이런 기술을 활용한 슈퍼카를 올리는 것이 저의 꿈입니다.